Welcome to Frank Bruno Law. I am Frank Bruno. I'm an elder law and probate attorney in New York. A colleague of mine used to describe his practice as the art and science of elder law. And I think that can really apply to the legal field across the board. And what I mean by that is I use the example often enough when I'm speaking to clients about ethnic food dishes, right? So my ancestry is from Italy. I'm a third generation American, third generation New Yorker, and I use the example. It's a little silly, but I think it brings the point across of tomato sauce, right? A popular Italian American dish is making macaroni. And I'm not going to get into the debate of whether it's sauce or gravy. In my house, we always called it sauce. It's tomatoes, right? And but I have an uncle, and on that side of the family, they always called it gravy. So I don't know why, but the red stuff in our house was sauce. And my mother would make different sauces depending on what she was serving. So there would be a marinara sauce or a meat sauce. And in one sauce, you start with garlic and oil, and you saute the garlic, and then you add in your tomatoes, and the garlic and the oil is flavoring the sauce. And in the other dish, you cut up onions and oil and onions, and you saute the onions, and that adds the flavoring to the sauce. And then in one dish you'll add meat. The other dish you might have just crushed tomatoes, right? Tomatoes, some kind of seasoning, olive oil, cooking it for a short time, cooking it for a long time, right? But these are the same building blocks. And maybe I'm stretching the analogy too far, but I believe it's the same way with the law and with drafting legal documents. So there'll be clients that will come to me after having done a trust or a will or a series of estate planning documents. And I've seen this in other aspects of my practice too, a separation agreement, a divorce, stipulation of settlement, a real estate contract. All of the ingredients are there, but perhaps in a different order. Your paragraph 1 might be my paragraph 9. My paragraph 7 might be your paragraph 3, right? I want to address the marital status of the person. I may do that up front. Then I want to address their bounty. Who are the children? Who are their heirs? Someone else might do that a little bit later. I'd like to name an executor and then have the very next paragraph speak about a successor executor. Someone might have the executor in one spot and then amendments, changes, and successors in another spot. So that's, I think, what my original colleague said with the art and science, and what I've also observed and likened it to creating an ethnic food dish. You have your favorite. Your grandma made it one way. Your mom made it another way. So my wife is also of Italian-American ancestry, and the way her mother cooked and their favorite dishes are different than the way my mother cooked and her favorite dishes, right? So, I mean, at least in the same region, but after time and being away from Europe. I mean, the first Bruno came to America in 1890. So, and then subsequent generations came later. But after being here for a while, we've Americanized ourselves. And I can tell you that I am an amateur cook. Maybe recipes in the future. But if you need to speak to me about your elder law concerns, issues, or thoughts, please reach out to me. And I'll take recipes along the way. Be well, stay safe.